And moving on to the aftermath of the presidential election and one of its consequences.
Yeah, Adrian and John, this one has to do with fear. Because of the rhetoric about immigration and deportation, many people are afraid, even if they are in this country legally, that they'll be kicked out. So afraid, in fact, they aren't calling police in times of need because they fear police could deport them. It is so real that the two largest police departments in our state, Minneapolis and St. Paul, started online campaigns to tell people those departments are here to protect and serve, not deport.
Hello, I'm Todd Axtell, St. Paul Police Chief.
The reason for these 4 videos to the Karen, Somali, Latino, and Hmong communities in St. Paul is this.
There was rumors going around through the community that law enforcement was going to help ICE go to schools, go to businesses, and start rounding up people that they believe might be undocumented.
Those rumors, number 1, are not true, and number 2, in both St. Paul and in Minneapolis, there are city ordinances on the books that clearly state police officers will not ask for immigration status.
We're not immigration officials. For us, it'll be business as usual. If there's victims, if there's witnesses, we need to know, and we need the citizens to continue calling.
We are here to serve you.
The fear from police that thousands will stop calling them in our largest cities for help, again, were so real, both departments made videos to those communities living in fear, urging them to call 911 when they see something or are a victim of something or they know of a crime. And it wasn't a call to that handful of people that might be here illegally. The rumors were spreading to immigrants that are here legally or who have family members who are here legally.
Our immigrant community was concerned if a parent is deported, what happens to the children? What happens to a grandma? It wasn't just the documented citizens, it's all the citizens that were worried about that.
Cities that refuse to cooperate with federal authorities will not receive taxpayer dollars.
During the race to the White House, then candidate Trump flat out said he would end federal funding to any city that is what is known as a sanctuary city. The definition of what that is varies, but it can refer to any place that has said its police force wouldn't enforce federal immigration laws. Loosely, that could mean Minneapolis and St. Paul. To say we don't enforce them isn't exactly fair. It's just that both of the Twin Cities draw the line between local law enforcement duties and federal immigration enforcement. But because we have those rules, fear is driving some in our communities, legal residents, to go underground. Hence the call from police to them to please call for help when they need it.
No tenga miedo, llame a la policía cuando necesite ayuda.
Have you ever had to do this in your history in law enforcement?
No, I have not to this magnitude. Throughout my 30-some years of law enforcement, it's somewhat sad to me that we have to go to these lengths because of misunderstandings, people with bad information, just moving forward with it. And it really is saddening to me that we have to do this.
Now, St. Paul police have said since this happened, they feel like that message is getting through. Some of those videos, 60, 70,000 views already and shared on Facebook within those communities, so that's working. And again, Minneapolis and St. Paul, we aren't just alone in this. Major cities across the U.S. have done this as well because this has become a real fear for our immigrant communities.
While it's tough for some to hear, it speaks to a different level of distrust and the fact that some people won't call for fear.
Yeah,
because of their immigration status. I mean, that call is important. It could save someone's life.
Yeah, and they're talking all sorts of things, domestic abuse, or if you witness an accident, you witness a murder, you're in a car accident, you start making choices about life or death because you're afraid. And again, a lot of people just in immigrant communities who are here legally, also just afraid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, kudos to both departments for being proactive.
Yeah. We'll be right back.